Hey gays and gals, I'm Chris or ChristopherJMUA and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be creating a full face of makeup using random selections from my makeup stash. I've got my little 14-wheel slice back here. I have 7 products for each category chosen, all different colors, all different styles, all different finishes. So if you'd like to see what random selection of makeup I have to work with and the look that comes out of this, then stay exactly where you are because we're getting into it right now. First of all, shout out to Nikki Tutorials for inspiring this idea. I've seen a few videos where she's done something like this, and it just seemed like a lot of fun. Now, for every single category and every 7 products I chose per category, I closed my eyes, reached in the drawer, and pulled out whatever I pulled out. Now, I did kind of change it a little bit if the pile was just like all the same brand or something, just so it was a little more interesting. And there's a really big chance that none of this is gonna work out and it's gonna look terrible. But without further ado, let's spin for our primer. Now for primers, we ended up getting the Maybelline Master Blur Stick, the e.l.f. Jelly Pop Primer, the Becca First Light Priming Filter, the Tatcha The Liquid Silk Canvas, the Figs and Rouge Blurring Primer, the Il Makiage No Filter Poreless Base, and the Juice Beauty Illuminating Primer. Some of the products that got picked I haven't used in years. I don't even know if they're good anymore, but that's why this is so exciting, because it's a giant mystery. Okay, primer time. Figs and Rouge, okay. Unfortunately, I think this is just about my least favorite primer out of all the ones I chose. I remember getting this primer in one of my subscription boxes. I don't remember which one, but I remember very vividly that I loved it when I first put it on, but when I put makeup over it, I didn't really like it. So I'm hoping with today's combination of products, we end up with some better results than I previously had. I guess we'll find out together. Let's figure out foundation. Are we gonna get sheer or full coverage? I'm hoping for full, at least a medium buildable, hopefully. The options today are the Pure Foundation Stick, the Dalton Anti-Stress Skin Perfector, Dior Air Flash Spray Foundation, Too Faced Born This Way Undetectable Medium to Full Coverage Foundation, the Illamasqua Skin Base, the Tarte C Hydroflex Serum Foundation, and the MAC Studio Radiance Face and Body Radiant Sheer Foundation. Please not MAC, please not MAC, please not MAC. Oh, we get a respin, and it was right by MAC. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Ah, I can't believe that. Both times. How does that even happen? Well, I guess sheer coverage it is. You know, at least this foundation builds up pretty beautifully. It looks great on the skin, so I'm not super mad about it. I'm just wary of all the other products that are gonna need to work with this. But maybe now I can cheat just a little bit and build up some extra coverage with concealer. Now for concealer options, we've got the Marc Jacobs Extra Shot, the Il Makiage Fuck I'm Flawless Concealer, the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser, Tarte Shape Tape, tried and true, the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Magic Star Concealer, the Giorgio Armani Luminess Silk Concealer, and Juvia's Place Concealer. Luckily, I really like all of these concealers, so I'm not gonna have a problem with any of these. What do we got? Spin again. Juvia's Place, yay! So we're gonna get a ton of coverage. I was honestly so scared picking complexion products because you've gotta remember that a lot of my collection is stuff that I've had for a while. So like summer shades that are really dark, extra light shades that I've used on clients before. I've still got all those shades. So the chances that this could have gone terribly wrong were very likely. So I'm just gonna go ahead and brighten a little bit along my T-zone and take advantage of that extra coverage. Give me all of the coverage. I forgot just how full coverage this concealer actually is. Glad we got that one. How about we lock in this concealer? It's setting powder time. And I've got the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Magic Star Luminous Loose Setting Powder in the shade Fair, the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Lavender Setting Powder, the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop Powder, the AOA Studio Perfect Setting Powder, the Jaclyn Cosmetics Do Me Luminous Powder, and Coty Airspun. Now this part's gonna be really fun because I've got cream blush, highlighter, and bronzer products, so I'm really hoping we don't get all the cream stuff since I'm doing the powder first, but worst case, we'll make it work. I'm not planning on this look looking amazing or anything by the time I'm done. I'm gonna try, but there's no guarantee. So what is our powder for today? Coty Airspun. Yet another product that I know I love and it works beautifully. The only real difference between this and my normal makeup application is I typically use a loose powder just under my eyes and then a pressed powder all over the rest of my face because my face is really dry and loose powder will dry all of my skin out. But I didn't want to add a whole nother selection just for another powder, so I figured why not stick with all the loose powders instead. I have got to melt this setting powder into my face now because I'm looking a little dusty, a little powdery, a little dry. So our options for setting spray are the Morphe Madison Beer Lockdown Luminous Setting Spray. It's actually really pretty with all the little gold flakes in it. Urban Decay All Nighter Summer Solstice, which smells amazing. Morphe Sour Patch Kids Continuous Mist Setting Spray in the scent Watermelon Slice, also smells amazing. The Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist, the Gerard Cosmetics Slay All Day Setting Spray in the scent Peach, the Tarte Stay Spray, I think I've got like one spray of this left, and the Wet n Wild FUN Purifying Setting Mist. Urban Decay it is! I'm really glad this one got chosen because at least I know I'm gonna be locked in all day long. I desperately need some bronzer in my life to warm up this face and give me a little bit of definition because I'm looking very flat. Today's bronzers are the Huda Glowish Bronzer, Patrick Ta for Face She's Sculpted Cream Bronzer, the Tristique Color Contour Cheek Stick. Oh, that's a contour, not a bronzer. Oh well, it's chosen now. The Wayne Goss Radiance Boosting Face Palette, the Winky Lux Coffee Bronzer in Mocha, the Fenty Beauty Sunstalker Bronzer in Shady Biz, and the Huda Tantour Contour and Bronzer Cream in Fair. So obviously we have creams and powders. That's why I sprayed setting spray all over my face very excessively to kind of re-wet that powder, and hopefully the cream products will still work. But maybe we'll get lucky and we won't even have to use a cream bronzer. Tristique! It's a cream bronzer. And of course leave it to my luck to get the only bronzer that's actually a contour, not a bronzer. That's not gonna stop me from using it like one though. This is a very stiff stick, I forgot. You know what, I'm gonna take some on the back of my hand instead and warm it up first. Cause I know if I keep using this stick and pulling it and dragging it across my face, I'm just gonna rip everything up. I know what's gonna happen. Oh no, it doesn't wanna move. While I'm running this brush across my skin, I'm really surprised because it's not breaking anything up at all. In fact, I feel like this foundation could last through just about anything with how much powder I set it with. That ended up working so much better than I expected because I expected it not to entirely. It did peel up a little bit of the foundation off of my nose, but considering that everything was set and locked in already, I'm not gonna complain. That's not so bad. Now let's try to do the exact same thing with blush. Our blush options today are the JOAH Blush and Bloom Uplift Cheek and Lip Duo. This one's in the shade Uplift Me and Amuse Me. We've got the Note Desert Rose Luminous Silk Compact Blusher, the Fenty Beauty Cream Blush in the shade Fuego Flush, the Primrose and Cream Lip and Cheek Cream Palette, the Clarins Blush Protege Illuminating Cheek Color in the shade Soft Peach, and the Flesh Rub Blush. It just says Rub on the back. I don't know if that's what it's called or if that's the shade name. And today's blushes... Note, I have not used this blush since my very first BoxyCharm. This is the first blush I ever bought because it came in BoxyCharm. So this blush holds a special place in my heart, but it's like 4 years old. I'm also very glad it's not a cream because that bronzer was not fun to work with trying to put it all over this powder on my face. Wow, I feel like I've been sleeping on this blush. I forgot how gorgeous it is. It's so soft and natural. I feel like it really do look like a desert rose. Let's go for the glow with some highlighter. And for today's highlighters, we have the Gerard Cosmetics BB Plus Illumination Facial Cream. This one's in the shade Sophia. The Winky Lux Cheeky Rose Highlighter. This thing is so gorgeous. The Il Makiage Mineral Baked Highlighter in the shade Halo. The Makeup Revolution Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas Highlighter in the shade Misfit Love. The Classy Cake Cosmetics Highlighters. I don't remember the shade. I remember the middle is a blush, the outside is the highlighter. The Charlotte Tilbury Beauty Light Wand and the ColourPop Light Sticks in the shade Bullseye. So we have a few creams and a few powders. Hopefully our selection works well with my face currently. Classy Cake Cosmetics. And this is yet another product that I haven't used in forever. I know it's got to have been at least a year since the last time I used this. It's just always one of those cases where stuff gets pushed to the back of the drawer when you get new things and then you just forget about it, you know? That's why I love videos like this, because it gives me the opportunity to get those things out again and try them again when it's been a long time since I've used them. Oh my god, that's so pretty. Oh, just look at her glow. This is the point of the makeup routine where I feel like things are gonna start to get very interesting, because with the eyeshadow palettes and the eyeshadow bases, I've got multiple color stories to choose from. So for the bases, we have the P. Louise Brights OTT Orange base, the Morphe Eyelid Primer. I hate this primer. It's so bad. I love their shadows, but not on top of this primer. The Urban Decay Eden Eyeshadow Primer Potion, another P. Louise base, but this one is the Metallic Yellow Gold base. The Viseart base, the Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas Eye base in the shade Medium, and the Makeup Revolution Multi-Use Gloss. This is not an eye base. I guess I chose gloss. Well, if we get it, that's what we get. Gloss will be my eyeshadow base. Please not Makeup Revolution gloss. Please not Makeup Revolution gloss. Viseart. Okay, good. Now that I know we're not using a bright orange base or a gloss as a base, I'm much more excited about the eyeshadow palettes and much less wary of how they're going to work. So our eyeshadow palette options are the Charlotte Tilbury Luxury Eyeshadow Palette in the style something. It's not on the outside of it, but I know everything in here is some form of pink, like a pinky mauve kind of palette. We've also got the Smoke Sessions palette from Melt Cosmetics. By the way, all of these palettes are palettes that I've had for a while that I just haven't opened and used yet, and I just grabbed 7 out of the random box of unused makeup, so that's why they're here and that's where I got them. We also have ColourPop She's a Natural, Midas Cosmetics Funk You, a Hip Dot Glitter palette, and it's only glitters, the Tartelette Lil Juicy palette, and the Lorella Sweetheart palette. So like I said, it's a lot of different color stories, a lot of different options. Let's see what we're working with. Ow! Melt Cosmetics. I'm actually really excited that I got this one. I've been looking for an excuse to use this palette. I just had no specific excuse. Now I have one. Oh, just look at those grungy, earthy tones. Yummy. All right, let's get these eyes primed. This Viseart eye base is really weird. It feels like an oil at first. It's like really, really slick. But once it dries down, it makes the shadows so soft and blendable. And I feel like today's video is already gonna be kind of long, maybe, with all those wheel spins. So I'm gonna keep the eye look pretty simple, pretty wearable. Well, it's bright green. I don't know how wearable it'll be, but simple is the key part of that. Oh wow, I never realized, even just opening it now and looking at it, I never realized that these two shades are the only matte shades in the palette. I guess at first glance I just thought there were more. So this is gonna be even more simple than I thought it was gonna be originally. So I'm just gonna take a nice fluffy brush and start out with the shade Sour Diesel. Mattes are done. That was super easy. Now I'm gonna use the Black Widow shade. I think that one is gonna be great all across the lid, just as a one and done sort of shade everywhere. Well, it would be if it stuck. Finger application it is. Ooh, it makes my eyes look darker. Wow, that's sexy. You know, the last time I used this Viseart primer, I really liked it, and I feel like it made my eyeshadows blend so much easier, but this time with this Melt formula, I feel like it was in fact harder to blend with. So I'm not sure if I feel the same about the primer anymore. I'll have to try it with more eyeshadow formulas and see if it's just the Melt formula and that primer, or if it's a lot more than that. And for just the tiniest pop of shimmer, I'm gonna use Gravity OG right in the inner corner. That's pretty. That's really, really pretty. And you know what? Since there's no real like highlight shade in the Smoke Sessions palette, I'm just gonna use my Classic Cake Cosmetics highlighter here because it has this yellowish green shift to it, and use that as my brow bone highlight. I feel like that will be cohesive-ish. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Now we need some eyeliner in the waterline and a wing. This time though, I went ahead and wrote all 14 options on the wheel, and then we're just gonna spin it twice, once to get the waterline liner and once to get the liquid liner. For waterline liner, we've got the NARS High Pigment Long Wear Eyeliner in the shade Rue Bonaparte, so like a nudie color. The Il Makiage Long Wear Eye Pencil in the shade Oreo, and it's like a really dark gray. The LA Girl Shockwave Neon Eyeliner in the shade Electric, which is like electric blue. The Too Faced Killer Liner in the shade Killer Cashmere, another more nudie, lighter cream shade. The Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in the shade Voodoo, it's a sparkly purple one. The ColourPop Cream Gel Liner in the shade Charmer, and it's a warm purple. And last, the L'Oreal Silkesime Eyeliner in the shade Cobalt Blue, and it's very, very blue. For the liquid options, we have Butter London Stroke of Wow Roll-On Precision Liner. I could not use this very well when I got it, so I really hope we don't get this one, but if we do, it's okay, we'll make it work. The Gerard Cosmetics Eternal Eyeliner, one of my faves. This is like my 5th bottle. Wet n Wild H2O proof. This one I couldn't tell the brand for sure. Now this one I couldn't tell the brand for sure. It's called Dragon Liner, so maybe it's the Nikita Dragon Beauty brand. Maybe, not sure. Then the ColourPop Liquid Liner in the shade Make Love, which is yellow. It probably won't even work on top of the shadow because I've had it for so long and it's old, but we'll find out. The Huda Beauty Life Liner, liquid on one side, pencil on the other, and the Makeup Revolution, this one. Let's see what our answer is for the first one. Huda. Okay, and that one is vertical, so that means the liquid liner. So we're using the Life Liner from Huda for liquid. Now pencil. Il Makiage. How did that one work out perfectly? Okay. You guys have no idea how thankful I am that we're getting the selections we are, because like I said earlier, this could have gone very wrong. I mean, we could have had the neon blue eyeliner with the hot pink eyeshadow palette, the bright orange cream blush. It could have been interesting, to say the least. You know, the more I use these Il Makiage liners in my waterline, the more I think I realize that they're not really for the waterline. They just don't go on very smooth. You gotta really squish it into your waterline, and it's not very comfortable. That was a really nice touch. I think the Oreo shade actually works for the Smoke Sessions eyeshadow palette. Now this Life Liner might be very, very expired. I might not be able to use it anymore, but just like everything else, we'll give it a shot. We'll see if it works. Oh my gosh, I feel like I haven't done a wing in so long. Whew, I didn't mess it up yet. If that is expired, I'm impressed, because it still works amazingly. Oh good, I don't hate it. Yay! Now I just hope I can get the other side to match. Before we move on to lips, let's finish off mascara and these brows. Oh my goodness, these brows need some help. So for brow products, I only chose brow pencils because if I just chose random brow products, I would end up having a clear gel by itself or just a pomade by itself with nothing else. I just needed pencils so we could stay consistent. So I've got Billion Dollar Brows Universal Brow Pencil, Red Aspen Avery's Brow Pencil, Charlotte Tilbury Brow Cheat, Winky Lux Unibrow, Too Faced Pomade and a Pencil, the NYX Sculpt and Highlight Brow Pencil, and the IT Cosmetics Brow Power Perfector. Then for mascara, I was actually really surprised that I didn't end up picking one of my colored mascaras randomly. They all are black, which is awesome. So we've got the Wander Beauty Unleashed Volume and Curl Mascara, the Christian Louboutin Yele Noir Mascara, the Benefit They're Real Magnet, the Benefit They're Real Not Magnet, the e.l.f. Lash It Loud Mascara, the Urban Decay Wild Lash, and I think this is L'Oreal Voluminous Superstar. I'm pretty sure it's L'Oreal. If I'm not, correct me down below. And I just realized that I wrote Melt for Urban Decay, so if we hit Melt for the mascara, we're actually gonna use Urban Decay. Which one do we get first? Regular Benefit. Okay, so mascara is the Benefit They're Real. Now for brows. IT Cosmetics. I think this wheel knows when I'm picking specific products. Oh, my eyeliner transferred. That's not cute. Oh well, it's not like I'm gonna keep this look on all day anyway. I assumed beforehand that this look was gonna be terrible, so I anticipated taking it off as soon as the video is done, but it's actually not looking bad. I'm pretty disappointed in that Viseart eyeshadow primer though, or at least the eyeshadow primer with this eyeshadow. It just got kind of patchy and weird looking in some spots, but it's okay because it still worked out. I feel like I've been sleeping on the Jecca Cosmetics brow pencil. I think I used this like once or twice. I might have to keep it out so I can remember to use it more because it's actually a really nice color and it blends really easily. There we go. Now I've got some brows. I really need to start reaching into my old products again and start using them. I feel like I'm missing out on some of my hardcore favorites from back in the day that I'm just not using because there's so many new things that take the place of the old things. I don't know how it just happened, but I just avoided getting mascara on the crease on my eyeshadow the entire time I put that mascara on. I don't know if it's because of this wand or if I'm just being extra careful today or what exactly it is, but I feel like that's the first time in a very long time I haven't made a huge mess while doing my mascara. Oh, the waterline liner's gone. That's disappointing. Yes, ma'am. They're real. Now let's finish everything off with lips. This is another point in time when things might get a little bit crazy because some of the lip liners are a little more brighter than the other ones, but I did end up randomly picking a lot of browns and beiges. I guess most of my collection is browns and beiges. And for those brands, we have Gerard Cosmetics in the shade Immortal, the Wet n Wild Saved by the Bell collection. This is in the shade Kelly, the ColourPop Lippy Pencil in Shot Clock, the Kylie Lip Liner in the shade True Brown K, the Gerard Cosmetics Lip Pencil in the shade Share, the Wet n Wild Gel Lip Liner in the shade Bear to Comment, and the Lorac Alter Ego Lip Liner in the shade Secret Agent. Then lipsticks, a lot of them don't match at all. We've got the Live Glam Let's Kiss liquid lipstick, the Gerard Cosmetics Hydra Matte in the shade West Coast, the Gerard Cosmetics Bullet Lipstick in the shade Buttercup, the KVD Everlasting Liquid Lipstick in the shade Bow and Arrow. This was also in one of my very first BoxyCharms ever. ColourPop Just a Tint Pencil. This one's in the shade Coral Kiss, Laura Geller Lipstick in the shade Tribeca Tan, and finally Gerard Cosmetics Metal Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade Vegas, like gold. Give me a good combo wheel of makeup. Lorac Lip Liner. That was the Alter Ego Lip Liner in the shade Secret Agent. So those are all out of the way. And now our lipstick. Wait, is that a liner? Yeah. Another liner. Another liner. There we go. We've got Live Glam. So pink and a dark brown. That won't be so bad, I don't think. Is it bad that I'm actually kind of disappointed that I didn't have the hot pink lip liner with the gold liquid lipstick? Kind of hoping I would get to see what that looked like. That's okay. We'll stick with wearable. Oh, this lip liner is a little bit purple, so it should actually work perfectly with the pink. Oh, my skin looks so dry. Lip liner is a good shade. Thank goodness. Let's see if this liquid lipstick is gonna match this eye look. Oh my god, it's so bright. It's fine. That tastes so good. Every single one of our wheel spins has led us up to this point. This is our finished look using the wheel of makeup. So what do you guys think of the look? What do you think about the random bundle of products we ended up with? Is it stuff that you would use together? Because I don't think everything is stuff that I would use together. For instance, the Coty Airspun powder, I need a lot of hydration before I use that powder. So I need like hydrating primers, dewy primers first, and that Rouge and Fig primer is not that kind of primer. So I'm looking really dry. Needless to say, the makeup look is not my favorite by any stretch of the imagination, but it was so much fun to create. Just getting the opportunity to dip into my old products that I haven't touched in a long time, and to even combine products that I wouldn't think to normally use together was so much fun. And I hope you guys had as much fun as I did. If you did and you enjoy videos videos like this, please don't forget to hit subscribe right down there in the right hand corner and hit the little notification bell right beside subscribe so that maybe YouTube will notify you when I upload a new video. Also, if you like this look and you want to see more looks like them, you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and TikTok. My username is the same for everything. It's just ChristopherJMUA. And if you gain nothing out of this video, if you gain nothing out of any of my videos, then please at least gain this. And that is to always remember and to never forget that you are absolutely beautiful. And I love you guys. Bye. Where did it go? I just dropped it. It can't have gone far. Hello? Oh, there you are. You were hiding. But I have found you. You shall not get away again. Oh, you've collected dog hair. Oh, that's gross. You shall not be on my eye. Is that all dog hair or is that my hair? It's gray. Not mine.